Hi, it's Carol with a real estate quick tip, and I want to talk to you today about prospecting. Yep, you may call it lead generation or business development, but it's really all the same thing. It's finding people who want to work with you, use your services to help them buy or sell a home. So, how do we do it? Sometimes we have to make phone calls. I don't like making phone calls to people I might not know. They might say no to me, and that feels bad. So, how do I make myself do that? Well, the first thing I do sometimes is I set a number of calls I'm going to make, and I set the bar low, like 5 calls. I might have 15 people on my list that I need to call, but I'll say, you make 5 calls today and you're done. And what I find is that when I get to that number 5 call, I'm doing okay and I can keep going. So, set the bar low. You might find yourself moving on. Another thing I like to do is give myself a little reward when I get done making my calls. This is always a little treat that I might not otherwise have that day, and I find that if I have that goal in mind, it'll help me push through the number of calls I need to make. I also like to count my no's because I know that there are going to be enough people who will say no to me before I get a yes, that the more no's I get, the closer I'm going to get to a yes. So you can even get all mathematical about this and calculate how many people do you need to talk to who say no before you get to that yes. And then you've got that number in mind when you make your little hashes on your piece of paper as you're making your calls. And as you get more no's, you get closer to the yes. That's it. Little mind games, right? But here's the last tip about prospecting. A lot of times we sit at a table or at a desk to make our phone calls, and you can kind of slump into your seat, and that's not going to come off very well in your voice. So my recommendation is stand up to make your phone calls. You will appear more energized through your voice when you stand up, and it will help you communicate better, keep you alert. That's it for prospecting. I wish you many, many successful phone calls in the future. If you like more tips like these, look in the comments below for a link to the playlist on YouTube and subscribe. And as always, make it a great day.